Good morning, class. My name is Quincy Norwood, and I will be your instructor this semester, this short semester for us, since we're only in eight-week section. Um, I just wanted to make a quick video to go over just some of the elements of D2L, which I'm assuming you may be all familiar with that, but I just wanted to make sure. And then also some material related to your textbook. I use the Little Seagull Handbook, which I always try to go cheap, with my books. And it's a handbook, but it does the job of what we need it to do. And then I'll also be going over how to access the online component of our textbook. All right, so I am going into screen share right now, so bear with me. All right, and this is our D2L page. What time? You may not be able to see the message just yet. I have it set to go live at 10 o'clock, but here's just our welcome message. And I'm actually going to add this video to our welcome message. So by the time you're able to log in and see it, it'll be right there. And I try to put like hyperlinks in in the messages that I use on D2L just to make it easier. So when this goes live, in order to get our textbook, you can just click here, where it says here. Also, this will be made into a hyperlink as well, where you can just go into the course overview module and look at our syllabus. All right, and that's actually where I'm going right now. Okay. My page may look slightly different from yours in that I'm still just in the teacher mode. Like I have a bunch of hidden modules that you all won't be able to see. It's pretty much this clutter that I'm going to clear up. All right, so today when you log into the class, start here. All right, here's a little bit about me, emphasis on little. All right, here's our textbook link. Just click this link again and it'll take you here. I'm just going to leave this page up because I'm coming back to it. Here is the syllabus as a Word document, and then here it is just as a file that's embedded into D2L. If you want a copy for yourself, you can just download this one. Whenever you're downloading something from D2L, you always want to hit your drop-down button and then go download, because if you click this, and sometimes it takes a long time to render. If you click this, eventually the syllabus will appear here. All right. And then you try to print, it's going to print out, your entire page. So whenever you want to print some material, here it is. Whenever you want to print some material, just make sure you go download, then print. All right, but I don't foresee, unless you're, like a paper person and you need a physical copy in hand, but I don't foresee the need to print, anything from this class. A few years ago, like prior to the pandemic, I was shifting into going paper free anyway. But the pandemic just kind of accelerated things in a good way in that sense. All right, so that's the course overview module. Here's just a few links that don't necessarily have anything to do with the class, even though they do. But these are just strategies for learning in general. All right, when I say they don't have anything to do with the class, I mean, they're not specifically related to writing, but just if you want to, just improve your learning, right? I know it sounds, elementary, or it sounds simple, but, one of the struggles that I know I had when I was in college is just kind of learning how to learn, or learning the most effective ways to learn. So I put a few links here, hopefully they're still alive. I'll just click on one to make sure. Oh yeah, okay. And these strategies are science-backed. It's not some just crazy old teacher like me just saying stuff off the top of his head. So these are good practices. All right, these are good practices. All right, here now for this class, we will primarily be using D2L. I don't accept papers via email. Definitely no hard copies this semester. There is one format of paper I don't accept, and that is pages. If you're an Apple person, either use PDFs. Google Docs are okay, but you have to make sure that when you upload a Google Doc, I have permission to view it and I have permission to edit it. All right. PDFs are fine. But ideally, I would like for you to use Word. That makes life easier for everyone. All right. If you don't have Word, just click here, this module, free Microsoft Office, click that. And now enter your school email address here. Okay. It's only going to work with a school email address, one that ends in edu. Click get started. And when you download this suite, it is going to give you at first the digital version of Microsoft Office. All right. But once you sign into your account, let me see if I can show you mine without being too no, because then I'll have to log into my email. But somewhere on the top left of your page, once you get the online version, it'll say like Office 365 or install Office. Click that, and then that downloads it to your computer. It's my understanding, just from a few experiences with students, if you have a Chromebook, unfortunately, you're only going to be able to get the digital version, which works for this class. All right. So even if you do use the digital version, I guess the only downside of the digital version is that you may have to sign in, every time you use it. But even with the digital version, you're still allowed to save your documents to your computer. So again, just to recap, PDFs are fine. Google Docs are fine if I have been granted permission. Microsoft, okay. Microsoft Word is preferred. Pages is no good. Okay, so again, I don't discriminate against Mac users. I love my iPhone, but when it comes to this class, for something like Pages and D2L don't really get along either. All right, so make sure you check that module out. Again, it's free. Okay, take advantage. There's a lot of free resources for students. And then while I'm on the topic of free resources, let me just go home real quick. Okay, now I'm outside of our class. Okay, but here's a free service, NetTutor, and it's a virtual service where you can just upload a paper, or you can get help in any of your other subjects. But of course, I'm biased towards English. All right, but you can upload a paper here, and I believe the turnaround is 24 to 48 hours. Don't quote me on that. But you just go open NetTutor, and if it's your first time, you'll probably have to sign in the same way that you signed into your, I'm already signed in. So you may have to sign in the same way you sign into your student account, but just click on Writing Center, and then it'll allow you to upload a paper. Definitely a valuable resource. Okay, I'm not just saying that because I work here. I've had students, give me good feedback on NetTutor. There's also the ASC, and you can get yourself set up with the tutor. If you want to go like face to face, okay, that resource is there as well. All right, so take advantage of these free resources is what I'm saying. Whether it's Microsoft Word, whether it's NetTutor, a tutor from the ASC, or whatever. All right, now going back into content. Okay. So again, science of learning, Microsoft. All of our assignments are going to be done using MLA formatting guidelines. And if you need a quick refresher, you can just go here. This page is just MLA formatting example 1510. Again, I'm just going to download it and then open it if my computer doesn't take all day. There we go. Okay, that's not what we. All right. So just be sure that all of your assignments are set up in this way, where you have your name, instructor, class, and date to the left, my left. All right. Your name, last name, page number to the right. And to get these page numbers, you just want to go insert, page number, top of page, plain number 3. Okay. And then you want to type in your last name. I'm just typing in my last name, of course. All right, and then once you do this, now it's on every page, and the instructions for doing that are right down here. All right. Also, you want to space it uniformly, like everything here is properly double spaced. Make sure whatever you're working on has a title. I know you may have been taught in the past that your attention grabber is your first line. That's true to an extent, but really your title is your first attention grabber. Now, some of what we're working on, you just might call it like rough draft. That's fine. But when you do a final draft, just make sure you have a title. All right. And then, okay, tab to indent the first line. Everything is uniform. That's the thing about MLA formatting. Everything is based on like uniformity. All right. So every assignment, okay, unless I say otherwise, which I won't this semester in this class, but every assignment you can just assume that we're doing it in MLA formatting, using MLA formatting guidelines. So here's this document as a guide, but try to get that pattern: name, instructor name, class, and date to the left, last name, page number to the right. No additional lines skip between the date and the title. No additional lines skip between the title and the first page. All right, and then you're sweet, man. You're sweet. Okay. All right. And then this is just something I continually add to throughout the semester. And it's just what it says. And they're just little pointers, right, about some issues we may run into in writing. Like if you need a refresher on like common use and all that good stuff. So most of this stuff is in our textbook, excuse me, as well. But if you just want to go to it, like I like this site, Grammar Girl, freaking quick and dirty tips, because it has a search function. Or does it? Oh, here it is. Okay, it has a search function. So, maybe, man, Professor Noah said I need to work on comma splices. So sorry, no results, of course. Okay, so you could go here and you can just get like a quick lesson. And then there's also, stuff in our textbook that I'll show you as well. Okay. But yeah, the grammar corner, is just that. It's nothing we'll go over in class, but if you're struggling with a particular aspect of mechanics, then that's a good module to check out. Here's a hidden module that I decided not to use. Again, paragraphing resources, writing processes. Make sure you view those modules today, because these are going to be like our foundational modules. Everything we're doing in this class involves some form of paragraphing, and I think it's best to know the writing process as well. And it's called the writing process, but eventually you're going to call it a writing process because you're going to make it your own. But check out some of this material, and yeah, okay, let's take it all in. Some of these are videos, some of these are web pages, some of these are discussion posts, that you should get into. And then here is our first assignment. So you can go through and view that. So the first assignment is in the writing process module. All right, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna swap these two. So this one will be first. Okay, there we go. All right. And there's a bunch of hidden modules on here. When you log in as a student, you won't be able to see, but I try to go in like a sequence. So we only have 2 essays going this semester, since we're running that short schedule. There's a personal narrative, and then we're going to wrap up, with our argument essay. All right, and we'll talk more about that as the time comes, or you'll discover, more about that, since this is an asynchronous course. All right. And then you go into assignments. This is also going to look different for you, when you log in as a student. But I try to, every assignment we have, I've placed the dates on there. These are assignments we aren't doing. All right. So just make sure. And I want to say on your page as a student, like all of those dates will appear in the calendar. Again, once this class goes live. All right. And then finally, our textbook. Okay. Now, all right, there's a couple ways to get to the textbook. The easiest way to get to it is from our announcement that I'm going to. Okay, so you'll be able to see this probably in a little bit less than an hour. So you just can click here, bam, and then that's going to take you here. Okay, now this is our textbook, the Little Seagull Handbook, the 4th edition, 2021 MLA update. You have a few options for this book. All right, one, don't get the hard copy of it, because it costs more, and I try to keep costs at a minimum. All right, but if you are a person that like if you need a hard copy, they may have some available in our bookstore. I know they're on Amazon. but just make sure you get a brand new sealed copy, because like the sealed copy is going to give you the online access. But if you get it now, you know how I'm about to show you how to get it, you don't have to worry about it. You have all of that. All right. So what you want to do is go purchase options. All right, here's our book, 17 bucks. Okay, 17 bucks, and it's yours for about 4 years. So really the online aspect of it is what, what pays off. So you just want to put your click here. All right, purchase for register for access, fill all this stuff in. Okay. You now, if you have a hard copy of the book, it comes like shrink wrapped and the registration code is inside. It's like a scratch off. Okay. Just reminded me to play Mega Millions. All right, it's like a scratch off. Be gentle when you scratch it off, because if you go too hard, you're going to scratch off the code too. But that would go here, right? That is only if you have bought a hard copy of the book with that registration code. All right, if you bought it used, it's not going to come with the registration code. So you will probably want to do this. I want to purchase access, right? And then it's going to take you through the process. I'm sure everybody has bought something online before. Just got to enter your contact information, your payment information. My advice to you though, when you're setting up your account, make sure, one, you use your OCC email address, and two, just double check to see if you've entered it properly, because whatever email address you enter, that's where your confirmation is going to go, and you might be stuck with that email, and that's the one you're going to have to use to sign in. So just triple check, to make sure you're putting that in right. Or, if you're not ready to drop that $17 right now, you can go to, I want to sign up for 21 days of trial access. It gives you limited access, but I think you'll be able to do, all that we're going to do in this class, or at least for 21 days. All right. So now I'm going to sign in, because I've already been through this. All right. So once you've already bought the book, you can just go sign in, register a code, purchase access, and then you want to go, yes, I want to sign in. Okay. Now, all right, here's what's important and for this class. Okay. Because once you get here, there's still one more step you have to take. All right. So this is going to be your book. All right. Here's our textbook right here. So you click on this, bam. And it's an exact replica. No, it's not an exact replica. There's enhancements, to the digital version of this book. But when you look at the syllabus, or like the calendar aspect of the syllabus, and it says read, like if it says read writing processes, it means read it in your Little Seagull handbook. So click on this, check it out. Turn the pages and everything. Mine, like I put like little notes in here. That's what I said. What I meant when I said our book is enhanced. All right. So you can click here, jot down your little notes. And if you double click anywhere, right, it brings up your highlighting menu. It brings up your note-taking function. If you click this ear, you can have it like dictated to you. Like you can, I guess this is, I don't know, we can call it an audio book, I guess. Yeah, kind of a robotic voice going on there though. Okay. All right. Then you can speed it down or speed it up, slow it down. You can change the voice, but they're all pretty robotic. All right. Yeah. So just, read when it's necessary. Okay. But now let me show you this other thing. All right. To get, so you have the book now. Okay. This is new. This wasn't here last semester, I don't think. All right. You have the book now. Okay. What you want to do, you want to go to your username, click these little gears. Mine says manage student sets, but yours will say add yourself to student set. And it is going to ask for a course ID. Okay. The course ID that you enter is 685194. Okay. Again, 685194. 4. All right, actually, go student view. Okay, and then I still don't have the option. Never mind. All right, actually, no, I'll keep it. Okay, because once you're added to the class, right, you'll see items like this. Okay, inquisitive for writers. This is the online component that we're going to use. There's little exercises that we're going to do in here. The way inquisitive works is this. You must answer at least 10 questions of every assignment, except one that I've instructed you to answer 20. All right. But in order to get a score recorded, you have to answer at least 10. You can keep going for eternity. All right. Now I don't think you can go that long, but you can keep going as far as you want. Like I've had students, go all the way to 100 and something because they want, they want to get a perfect score, whatever. I don't really look at the score of these. Of course, I want you to do your best, but these exercises are more about like practice and learning for me. Just do them. Okay, because if you don't do them, it will have an impact, on the score for your class. How you score specifically, all right, is not going to impact, your grade for the class. Just not doing them is going to have an impact. All right, so make sure you're getting these exercises done. I always, I will update D2L just as a reminder of, what's due. I use the calendar on I use the everything is in the calendar on the syllabus as well, but I try to reinforce that, with just messages in the announcements. All right, so if you click on this inquisitive for writers, okay, here's something that's already been assigned. Paragraph development, just click on that, then do the exercise, okay? Some of them are just click and point, some of them are just drag and drop. I don't think there are many where you have to type stuff in, but again, you just have to answer, at least 20. Okay, I'm gonna switch that to 10, all right, instead of 20, if I can. Okay, the system may have locked me up. Okay. But yeah, just read the directions, you'll be fine. All right. So I think that's it, my good people. That was inquisitive, that was a little bit, from our course, right? Here's our assignments. Okay, when you upload something. Okay. I guess I can go through like really quickly how to get an assignment uploaded. Let me just switch into student view here. Hey, somebody put a picture. Okay, very good. Okay, now I'm in student mode. This is what you see like right now. Oh, somebody else got in the discussion post. Very good. Okay, so just a refresher, if you need it, in order to upload assignments, okay, you just click on assignments, right? And I'm just going to click on this. Here's the directions again, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now when you're ready to turn it in, you want to go add a file, upload, find your stuff. I'm just going to upload any old thing. All right, go add. All right, now if you want to leave a message, you can, but you don't have to. Right, so if you want to leave a message, you can, but you don't have to. You can just go submit. And I want to say it gives you an automatic email confirmation. I don't know if they still do that. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. There it is. All right. So that's how you get your assignments uploaded. If you struggle with that, please let me know via email. Again, just to refresh, I don't accept assignments via email. So whatever we got to do, we'll work together to get your stuff uploaded into the assignment folder. And that's how I return your assignments as well, to the assignment folder. So that's that, my good people. Okay. Have a great day. Okay.